Known as Terra Diver in the West, but better known worldwide under its Japanese name of Soukyugurentai, this arcade classic came to us from Rising in 1996 and ran on the Sega STV arcade board, which is what the Saturn was based upon. You take control of one of 3 ships, each with its own distinct laser web, which can be deployed by holding down the fire button. The web will allow you to release a lock-on laser or lock-on blast depending on what shape of web you choose. Each ship has 2 different lock-on weapons that function as web-designed laser targets. In a strange move, Soukyugurentai actually runs in the 4:3 ratio, even though it's a vertical shooter. Normally games of this type would use the 3:4 aspect ratio to better suit the vertically oriented gameplay. Still, it seems to work really well for this title. The Saturn port of Soukyugurentai is pretty much identical to the arcade game, but now features a high resolution title screen and more options than you could ever wish for. The game also got a re-release a year later under the title of Soukyugurentai Okokuyo. This version has a few small bug fixes, plus includes a playable demo of Battle Garega.
eating. This is Soukyugurentai, that's it, the famous Sega Saturn shooter. And it's complete and utter shite on the mobile phone.
In Japan, Rising ported a few of their arcade games to Japanese mobile phones. Now, this was in a day way before smartphones. Back then, Japanese phones ruled and did have very good games on them. However, Rising's arcade ports were always pretty poor, as you can see here. Unfortunately, it's impossible to get these games running now, so I've had to use some footage from one of my really old retro core shows.
You can forget about all the scaling as well, that's all gone. Again, look back at Saivaria scaling everything in that, jam-packed full of sprites. Great music, without the slight hint of slow down. 18, give us this sack of crap. Truly a major letdown. Playability wise, it's well, piss easy to be honest, because it's that slow you can dodge everything. In fact, it's that slow you get fed up playing it, to be honest. And the lack of animation in the enemies is unforgivable. Like I said, the only decent thing about it is the audio. And you're not going to pay to download that just for the audio now, are you? Hang your heads in shame for releasing two, well, one just about average shooter and one completely another crap shooter. After the pedigree you got on the console, you'd think you'd do better, wouldn't you?
The PlayStation port of Soukyugurentai was ported by Data East, and to be honest, it isn't even close to the Saturn version. For a start, it just looks nasty, with everything having a pixelated look to it. The game also slows down quite a bit, and is missing many of the 2D transparency effects found in the Saturn and arcade versions. The game doesn't even scroll all that smoothly, but there are some plus points to the PlayStation port. There's now an all new character to choose from, plus the game has loads of FMV sections between levels, and a new introduction. However, these are heavily compressed and don't really look that good, to be honest. And let's take a look at all those versions of Soukyugurentai running side by side.